I mean, you're blowing up. You know, how many views does that Katt Williams podcast? How many views that got? As of this morning, how many got?
We're almost, I think we're like 100,000 short of 57 million.
57 million. And what was the largest one prior to that? How many views?
Well, Joe Rogan has one that's about 57.3. He did a live that they let it convert it into a with Elon Musk that's at 68 million, but it started as a live chat, and then they ended up going back DOD, which means they filed it and put it as a recording. But it started off as a live. But the recorded one is about 57.3 million. I think probably by the end of next week, I'll probably be about.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be by that. When did you know? Well, like through that process, when did you know, like, this is going to, and I don't know if you knew it was going to be the biggest.
No. I just, look, I had been trying to get Katt to come on the pod for about a year. I reached out to him to the end of 22, but he doesn't do a whole lot of sit downs. So he has to hold you in really, really high regard for him to take time out of his schedule and come sit down with you. So when it finally came to fruition, and I want to thank Rhonda, because this young lady that works in the law office of my attorney, she introduced herself one day. And it's funny how this happened. She just introduced me. This is my first time seeing her. My lawyer had just moved to this building probably about a year and a half ago. But this was the first time that I had actually saw her, and it was her last day working. She's like, "Hey Shannon, my name is Rhonda." I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She says, "I do, stuff for Katt Williams, and today is my last day. I'm going to work with him full time." I said, "Oh, that's great." I said, "I'm trying to get Katt to come on the show." She said, "Don't worry about that. We'll take care of it." I mean, see, that's God. That is him. And it happened. And so I normally get there. I think the interview was going to start at 11:30, and I normally get there early. CJ, who's my producer, any last minute notes, I must say, because we have the cards rolled up, he'll write the cards up, and he'll say, "Okay, this is what we're gonna do, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "No, CJ, I'm feeling it that I want to start here first. Go here, here, here." He's like, "Okay, feel how you want to do it." So he gets there early, and he's already talking. I say, "Hey, save that. So we get him mic'd up. Now, I did not intend for it to be 2 hours and 46 minutes. But because he got there early and we started early, I lost track of time because we didn't start at the time that we normally start. And so we're talking and we're going on and see if you guys have seen it. I've got to make a split-second decision. Because when I introduced him, I go through and I say this, and we go, and he says, and I'm getting ready to ask my first question, and he's, if you notice, he ready, yeah. And he want to get off. And so I got to make a split-second decision. Because he says, "Okay, I want to tell you why I came out there. I'm going to tell you why I came on the show." I said, "Hey, tell us." So he starts going. Like, do I interrupt, get this thing back on the track, or do I let him go? Yes. He goes 30 minutes before I get into my line of questioning. And I remember getting up, and I'm getting on mic, and I look at my producer, CJ, and he's shaking his head. What? Did I say something? Did he say something? This ain't good, this is great. I said, he said, "It's gonna break the internet." He said, he said, "People are gonna talk about this for the next 3 to 4 years." I said, "Come on, CJ." So I'm hoping we going in. At that point in time, Steve Harvey was my #1 video. He had done about almost 9 million views. He had like 8.8 million views. So I'm hoping, I said, "So what you think, CJ, 10 to 15? He said, "No, Shannon." I said, "Hold on, CJ." So he said he's gonna do at least 15. He said, "I think it's 20. We released it because I think it was a Friday. We released it that following Wednesday. There's 100 and almost 30,000 people in the live chat watching it. So I called CJ. I said, CJ, man, you see how many people in the live chat actually watching it? He said, I told you. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, okay, we're gonna do 15. I said, we're gonna do 15 million. So the first day, it does about 2.5 million. I said, yeah, CJ, we're gonna do about 15. We do 15 to 20. The next day, it does like 12 million. So I call him back the next day. I said, CJ, honestly, how many views you think this thing's gonna do? He says 50 million. I said, come on. I said, CJ. I said, see, so I'm now at this point, now I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to look. I said, CJ, there have only been 2 videos in this format that's interview conversation that's ever done that. You think it's gonna do that? He said, Shannon, I'm telling you, it's gonna do that. When it flew past 30, we did 40 in a week. We're at 50, we're at a month, and we're at 50, almost like I said, over 57 million. I had no idea. Zero idea. And I talked to, as a matter of fact, I talked to